feel like maybe I'm supposed to mulligan that hand. I don't have lands, I don't have a 2-mana spell. I can't even cast Earth of Kaya. I'm just gonna mulligan. Like, the hands without Caridade are just so much worse than the hands with Caridade. Should I get rid of Dreadbore or cut? Probably cut. I mean, probably Dreadbore. I agree it seems really weird to cut Clarion from the deck. Strong agree, but just played and felt like Free Rest in Peace is the sweet spot. Questing Beast is the third best creature in Pioneer. Yeah, Questing Beast seems good. Muldrifter is now 9-0 in the challenge, went 8-0 in the Swiss and won their quarters. Paradise Druid. Probably with Paradise Druid is you're going to tap it, it's going to die to a Fatal Push, or it's going to die to a Chain Whirler. Lanny says, I played 3 Paradise due to the end incubation, banked on red not running much Whirler since Formula Vault is going up. It's weird because Chain Whirler is pretty good with Stormbrand and it's pretty good with Soulscar Mage. Why do you currently think it's stronger, 5-color Niv or Blue-White Control? I don't know. I haven't played Blue-White Control in a while. 5-color Niv's pretty inconsistent, and it's been, I don't know. Blue-White Control's a bit more established. Lejeune says Blue-White is so inconsistent. Alright, they're playing some like red-black mid-range deck. It should be a decent matchup if they don't have a draw that's too aggressive. Alright, I just have to cut the... if I play Questing Beast and have a removal spell, I'm probably going to lose the game. What's up, NJ, by the way? MJ's railing. How did your testing go the other day? MJ was testing Lotus Field and Soulflayer. Hey, Bonds. How did I like your teamer pile? Seemed like not great. I think I almost have 6 there. Hey, Varus. Alright, pretty good draw. I'll take it. Hey Flourish LOL, 1.5 years with the Twitch Prime. Appreciate it, bud. Alright, looks like... oh, I played the wrong land. Not that it matters much, but... Lejeune, maybe you should try not playing cards like Seal Away, Bless Alliance, and Syncopate. I don't think you need to play any of these cards. I think they're probably all bad. And I don't know why you call Censor a conditional card since it cycles for 1 blue. None of what you're saying makes a ton of sense. But I agree Blue-White is not like super great or anything. I think it's a good deck. I don't think it's broken. It's good, but you know, you can stumble, you can have the wrong answers. Honestly, the 1C Drino might just kill them. 1C Drino, drain, cut ribbons in the yard. It's gonna be a big ribbons. Hey Chalonsic, what's up? I don't know who Muldrifter is. I think they've been around for a while. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit bitter because I haven't been doing very well with Niv, and I feel like my list is a bit better than their list. But I want to kind of get a feel for what I'm maybe doing wrong. How did they kill it? Oh, cut plus... Am I dead on board? Yeah, I need a top deck. Alright. So I had creature, sorcery. So my traverse would not have had... even if I had drawn traverse this game over a land, it wouldn't have had Delirium, and that Scattered Grow was pretty good. I mean, I still flooded, but at least they were playing 26 land with some cycling lands. Yeah, I mean, nothing really. This is just classic. Oh wait, it's exerted. My bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should I thingy for 6 now? Is there a point? Probably not. Oh, they have their own ribbons. I'm dumb. Maybe they forget. I forgot. Maybe they forget too. I just got a bit unlucky. I mulliganed. I had to bottom. I bottom a spell, right? I bottom a Dreadbore. And then they had double Thoughtseize draw, and yeah. I wish I could get rid of this lag. I think it's just server lag. I don't think it has to do with my computer. Definitely not my connection. Alright, let's see. Solar Blaze is decent against them. Then Unmoored Ego is bad. Questing Beast is pretty bad. It's kind of weird. I wonder what their plan is in this matchup. I mean, I don't think I want Blood Baron against the Chandra thingy deck. Maybe 6/6, just big dude. I mean, none of these cards are terrible. All these cards are fine. Questing Beast is... I guess Questing Beast against Chandra at least is okay. After they play Chandra. I guess Consume is probably okay against them, right? Is Consume just better than Questing Beast? I'll keep one in. And then what's bad? Discovery Dispersal, yeah. Fairy's not the greatest. But I don't want to higher my curve too much. I think this is actually a match. Oh no, they're playing red-black. Oh, red-black. I was gonna say against red you can cut a Niv, but against Thoughtseize decks you don't really want to cut 5 drops. I don't think so. Just cut a Dispersal. Please don't do that. Yeah, then what's up? If you still need ticks, just hit me up. Oops. What's my opinion about Urzine Modern? I'm not sure. I don't really want to talk about Modern. Really not interested. I have no Modern tournaments coming up. I'm actually not sure what I should get here. I'm gonna click the main phase, their first main phase right away. Can feel the Rabble Master coming. Yeah, I mean, I don't think this list is good, but they keep winning. They keep winning with it. I don't quite get it. Doesn't seem... And I keep losing. Legion, don't pay attention. They're just hating. That they could come with such eloquent thoughts on the game of Magic the Gathering. For what it's worth, I'm not a big fan of people copy pasting when people are just trying to express thoughts. And I mean, if someone's clearly like, you know, looking to come up with some copy pasta, then by all means go ahead. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I feel like it's not very nice for the, I mean, I don't know. It's not a big deal, Legion. Don't take it personally. Just Twitch chat being Twitch chat. Did you lose your quarters? Did you use your quarters? Get Smart. Get Smart made top 8 of the challenge. Blue-white control. I'm harboring a toxic community. I mean, apparently you get the community you deserve, so I definitely feel like I'm not, you know, 100% positive. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a toxic streamer, but I think I can. You got ran over by mono black on the draw. Yeah, exactly. Copy pasta doesn't mean you said something dumb. It could just mean you said something wrong. Yeah. I'm a pretty positive streamer when I'm winning. Wow. Why you gotta call me out like that? I mean, it's true. I'm like not the greatest attitude when I'm losing sometimes. My occasional negativity is positive meme material. Yeah. I don't feel like I'm mean, just a bit negative sometimes. Alright, I guess I just Teferi, right? I can also attack and I get attack and just exile it. But I think getting rid of the Liliana now is kind of nice. Which matchup seems to get Smart? Just normal mono black or something else? Blue-white control versus regular mono black is pretty close. Is blue-white favored? Oh right, my nib was a 4-5. I forgot about that. Alright, David, glory be. What can I bring to light for? Oh no, we're about to find out, I guess. I'm sure there'll be something good. Solder Blaze. Hostage Shaker, Cut. Cut is nice, it puts it in the graveyard, I guess. I guess I won't do anything too fancy, I'll just do Cut. And I'll play my land so that I can go... If I draw land, I can go Tulsimi or fight the Phoenix and then Exhume, which was Consecrate. Alright, I did not draw land. Good Hostage Taker the token. I didn't even block. Alright. I think I kind of just want to get a Siege Rhino here. I don't know. I don't think I care too much about this stupid Phoenix, right? Given my hand. Chandra minus. That's fine. Just gonna Teferi and and bounce. And just doesn't matter. Probably Osif Kai actually. I'll just keep the board clear. I mean, I guess I could. Oh, they were just dead on board. Oh no, they weren't dead on board. I'll just keep the board clear. Not like they can. They're like obviously 0% to win this game. Sure. I was gonna mention that card. That's like the only card that can maybe bring them back in the game. But then I still have cut ribbons in the yard. So I'm not even sure that's true. Maybe I should play more cut ribbons in my deck. I wasn't really thinking about the ribbons part. But when you're playing 4 Siege Rhino already, maybe that's why they like questing these two, just a lot of damage. Alright, dispersal, decent here. I don't think I really needed it to win, but decent card, I guess. Yeah. So that Ragdos return, that card's a bit scary. Not sure what I'm supposed to do about it. I could bring in my own Ragdos return. They do have Chandra. Maybe you just keep in questing beasts. I guess they have Rekindling Phoenix too. Man. I'm just gonna bring in my own Ragdos return. Maybe Thought Erasure on the draw. How many sources of blue and black do I have? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll bring in my own Ragdos return. The Surag Dragon Glow might just be good against them. 6/6, just 6/6 trample for 5. Yeah, Thought Erasure can be good. Yeah, I don't have a lot of cheap cards. I kind of like impacting the board, especially on the draw. But yeah, Baron is just worse than Questing Beast because it doesn't even have haste. This time they took the Carroted jerks. Yeah. Blue mana one time. Dealer. Hinterland Arbor. Should have had. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't cut Dispersal ever, just to hit land drops and stuff. There's not a lot of 2-drops in this version. Oh, I forgot to sell all my Okos. Damn, should I sell them now? Free Niv decks in the top 8? Looks like my work here is done. Alright, looks like their list is just not very good. That's kind of unlucky. I just 4 draw steps, no lands. And they had Thoughtseize for my Carroted. Peaked too early was the Niv deck. Damn. What's good against Nev? I think Blue-White Control is probably decent against Nev. Even if they have Fort Teferi, Time Raveler. What else is good against Nev? I haven't been losing to a specific deck. You just lose when you draw poorly. I'll play at least one more match with this list. Lotus Storm. I don't know. I know that Sauce 2-0'd today in the challenge. Not sure why or how, but doesn't seem like it should be a very good matchup. Can we see my version? You have to wait. I'll show you. That's my version right now. I think maybe you want to play Forte Fairy, maybe cut Consume, or the Muldrifter list is also pretty bad against Soul Flare. No, what do they have against Soul Flare? They have something, I think. Oh, they have 4 Rest in Peace in the sideboard, but they have no Answers main deck. Oh, they have 2 Dispersals, my bad. Okay, yeah, maybe 2 Dispersals is enough. That's not great. I was gonna do that in plus. Because they play a bunch of Curiosities, so this way if they want to attack the fairy, at least they don't get to draw the card. Macwinsaw says, I should have lost to the Lotus Storm player. They were new to the deck and missed when going off, but I had the nut draw of T2 carried it, T3 Sea Rhino, T4 Niv, and then that spent T5 Wrathing. Okay, so they had a bad draw. Yeah. I agree with, I think Blue-White is probably good against Niv. You get like Disputes and Ether Gust after sideboard too, so you have a bunch of, you have a billion cheap counter spells. That seems like it should be good. That's kind of a close one. Probably should just kill our friend over there first. They might be able to overpower me. I guess they're playing a white-green version, so they might not have the. I don't know if they're playing straight white-green or not. Deck's usually a banned deck. Jang Bracket, yeah, the deck's actually not that bad, honestly. I'm 1-1 lifetime against Boggles. Okay, so they're playing Bants. I mean, I could just Verdict. I don't think they can do too much about Verdict. Should I Niv first? Does that make sense? Can I cast Niv next turn? Yeah, I can. Alright, I'll just Verdict. The new Beulah Cora might make Boggles good. You realize there's only one mana Boggles, right? There's 4 of the 1 mana ones and 4 of the archers. And yeah, I don't think Boggled is. There's no way that deck's consistent enough. Kaya's Gal's not legal, and it's a Modern Horizon card, unfortunately. Obviously, Kaya's Gal would be in the deck. I don't know how many you would play, but it would be in 100%. So let's see. So Solar Blaze would do the job here, right? It's not indestructible or anything. Solar Blaze would be good enough in this spot. Not a big difference. I mean, I lose my Carroted, but who cares? Did I miss a land drop this game? Oh, Public is pretty good. Who watches House Hunters, the House Hunter shows? We watch like the French version and we also download the American version sometimes. And we're just watching a House Hunter International that was in Paris, and I'm pretty sure they just make prices up. Like, I'm not 100%, but I never realized before. Basically, this couple was visiting free apartments and they had a budget of $3,500 per month. 3,500. And they showed them free apartments, and the first two, there's just no way that these apartments were that cheap. They showed them like two completely nutted apartments in the best district, and one was like $3,500 a month and the other one was 4K, and it's just like no chance these prices were accurate. So I wonder if they do that for every country. And obviously they took the third one that was 3,300, and that one actually looked like that was a real price, like a reasonable price apartment. I mean, clearly they like, I'm guessing when they shoot these things, they already have their apartment, and then they have to come up with like 2 fake visits. Because the way those show works is they'll visit 3 apartments and decide kind of the one they want to pick. But yeah, I was like, I guess I never realized. All right, let's see. There's a ton of cards that don't do anything in this matchup. Like, Unworthy. I mean, I want some removal for, I guess, Discovery Dispersal, but I guess I need to keep it to dig to it. I want some removal for SRAM. Hostage Taker seems like bad SRAM removal. Questing Beast to race them. Maybe, maybe not. I'll board one out. Might want Thought Erasure and Mystical Dispute in this matchup. Just the cheap cards, basically. I'll just board out all the Teferi. I just didn't know what else to board out. That's probably not how you want to sideboard, but whatever. Does this deck have a good matchup versus Phoenix? I think it does okay against Phoenix. The whole show is staged. They already picked out the house before the show is even shot. No, I get that. I knew, obviously I knew that part because they always end up buying, you know. Like, for instance, in France, they have the same show, but it's a bit different. The way it works is that they'll visit 3 places. There's like one couple or one person, and then there's 3 agents competing against each other. And for each person or couple, each agent have to find them one apartment, and they make them visit one. And then it's like a week-long competition, and then every day, whoever, like, if the couple picks your apartment, you score a point. And if the couple picks your apartment and makes an offer, you get 3 points. But most of the times they don't make an offer. They like visit the 3, they pick one as the one they like the most, and then they end up saying like, oh, blah blah blah, we didn't buy it, it wasn't good enough, etc. So that's how the show works in France. So I'm guessing it's still like a bit edited and maybe a bit staged, but not as much. Clearly the American one, since they always end up renting or buying, it's like... So what I felt happened in that episode is that basically, to make it look competitive, since they had a $4,000 budget, they like kind of had to make up like a third visit, like that to make up visit. And clearly the first two apartments they visited, they were at least like, I don't know, I would say at least $5,000 each. But to make it look like they could maybe pick that place, they made it a bit cheaper, I guess. All right, I don't want Siege Rhino, and I do want that Blood Crypt. Anyways, maybe that was a bit convoluted. Yeah, when I was living in Paris, we had 55 square meters in a good neighborhood, which is like 55 square meters, which is 550 square foot. And we were paying 1,800 euros a month. Is this deck good? I don't know. I think this version is worse than mine, but I mean, it's been fine so far. We lost the first match, but it was mostly bad luck, just mana flood, mana screw. I mean, that's a big part about building this deck, is like figuring out to mitigate mana screw and mana floods. Finding the right mix. It's gonna happen no matter what, but that's why like Muldrifter's run is obviously like kind of unreal. Do I want to use Discovery now? Yeah, sure, I'll cast it now. Do I like the Trilands? Not sure. Would I recommend this deck for a GP? I don't know. I mean, it's a good deck. I mean, 5-color Nib's just a good archetype right now. Might be the best archetype. Did they mull into Oblivion? Good question. I didn't. Looks like it. I 2 for 1. No, not even. They got a card. Yeah, it looks like they mulligan into 5. Oh no, they mulligan into 4 cards. Life of a Boggles player. I mean, this is pretty extreme. Do I have any strong opinions about anything? Usually not, honestly. I think that's a good sign. It's usually a good thing. Strong opinions about the number of rhinos in this deck. I mean, I could see 4 rhinos not being the optimal number. I don't think it's like necessarily crazy. Do I want to use Abrupt Decay or do I want to use Solar Blaze? I think I just use Abrupt Decay. Like the Obsession, the like Curiosity type enchantments, and SRAM are probably the only 2 cards I care about. Do you have a strong opinion about toxic streaming environments? Yes. I don't know if that's a joke or not, but I mean, some things are clearly bad, and some things are clearly good, but most things, you know, I wish, you know, people didn't have such strong opinions on Magic Twitter, and also like just in general. World would probably be a better place. I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna one-shot them. I'm at 8, 9. I need 5 more lands. I feel like you have to run the 8-pack of Nib with this mana base. Yeah. No traverse is kind of sketchy. Like not even a single copy. But I don't think you, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if this deck needs more Niv or not. You have like two, you don't, I mean this version kind of plays less mana sources than my version. You have a lot of action. And you have 2 Discovery Dispersal that dig. I think 7 is still fine in this version. I have this Disdainful Stroke. Alright, good beats. Is Ultimate Guard really gonna lose in the booster draft format? This format's like just I feel like they have such a big advantage in this format. They're just like better limited players and they have more experience in this format. They're actually complaining about their mana flood. I mean, I don't know, man. Sure. Hey, I'm getting there. And they're so busy complaining they skip their attack step. It's kind of justice. Love it. Was too busy complaining in chat to attack. I'm sure they're flooded. And now they just straight up didn't equip. They're just on life tilt. They're just not even using their cards anymore. If I lose too long, I lose to Disdainful Stroke. And what if they play another creature though? You make it with, I mean, I don't know. They don't have that many creatures in their deck, I guess. Plus they got to play around my Mystical Dispute with their extra lands. Yeah, opponent, not sure what you're doing here, but opponent's just blinded with tilt. They could have blocked. I mean, they were dead regardless. I was going to consume them. Didn't matter what they did this game, but... How much is Niv Mizzet? Nine ticks. I never do that. Maybe I will just... Oh, it's already 11? I mean, it is a mythic. Let's see. I don't like speculating. I just can't be bothered, but... Is it 11 already? Please return one Niv Mizzet Reborn. We temporarily stopped selling it due to low stock. Please try again later. Wow. Way to profit of my stream. Did I get a cut? Now you're just profiting of my stream. Nice. How's the mono green Tron matchup? You mean mono green ramp? I don't know. I haven't played it much. Krasis? I think Krasis is bad in this deck. The person who's doing well with the deck right now had it and they cut it. So it looks like they believe that card is not very good either. Mirror match. Dude, I do agree though. This deck is fun to play, but Pioneer in general doesn't seem super fun. Oh, black green. Gee. Sounds pretty good against black green. Corsair of Crufix, another. Shay's Dreadbore or Brub Decay? I'll just use a Brub Decay. Do it in their draw step, this way I get to see what they draw. That draw kind of sucks. Oh, they got back a creature. They got that Corsair of Crufix. Questing Beast. Just play a Nev, right? Seems good. Might have to discard. Wow. Lucky. I mean, I guess I'll keep Verdict just in case. Barry doesn't seem that good. Why not Questing Beast and Instant Speed Verdict? And then I don't have mana for Verdict, right? That's the beauty of Supreme Verdict in this deck. It's literally uncastable. What should I get? Siege Rhino? This way you're in Niv range, you're in Cut Ribbon range. Green Black Feces. Blood Baron might be good. Kind of bad against Questing Beast. Solar Blaze probably okay. What's bad against them? Unmoored Ego. And maybe one of the 4s. No black mana, but I can cast a fairy. And I can draw Caridid. I think I'll keep. Then even if I just draw lands, and even if I don't cast spells, if I go turn 4 Rhino, turn 5 something, I'll be okay in this matchup.
Yada yada yay.
Irish Montreal, 14 months in a row as a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Hope you keep enjoying the stream. Of course, if you want to support the stream, aka me, you can sub to the channel, follow the channel, give me a follow on Twitter, use Amazon Prime, and sub was a Twitch Prime sub. And you can also shop at channelfireball.com and get 5% off with the code yellowhat. All these things. All right, let's see. They have 2 types, so I can probably safely block Grimflayer. What's the current deck list? It's on the screen. Hey, Nikobi. Nazi's into Grim, into Tracker. It's probably a way I can lose a game in this matchup. I have 3 cards in hand. I think I should just Verdict, right? Obviously it's not ideal. They're gonna have 4 cards in hand, but their board's a bit too good. Scary. Hey, my goose. I was gonna say like a boss, but I don't have black mana. Solar Blaze would have been nice. Solar Blaze would have been great this game. Instead of stupid Verdict. Kind of quietly getting confirmation of the cards I like and the cards I don't like playing this version. Also, their mana is not better. They play more lands, but have more traverse, and their mana base not especially good. Maybe I want Questing Beast. They have a lot of Planeswalker, and I can maybe win the race. I'm just going to board out Verdict when I'm on the play. I did bring it into a pretty expensive version of the deck, but I didn't even have black mana. I wouldn't even have been able to cast any of these Style Erasures or anything. I wonder if you actually need Deafening Clarion. I feel like I haven't brought to light for it in a very long while. Maybe deck doesn't need it. This is kind of close. So what if they play Tracker next turn? Probably just play Teferi. Teferi's kind of, it's okay against Questing Beast, I guess. Brittany agrees. I think you just slam right. Slam before they hit me was a discard spell. Pretty good. Put the Dreadboard back in. I'm just copying a list right now that's been doing well to get a little different perspective. Hopefully mostly hoping to confirm what I already think, but maybe I'll get some ideas. Should I just play Blood Baron here? They just scooped. Yeah, I mean, they now have these 3 cards plus 4 more. Clearly, they're not winning. What do I already think? I think not playing any Traverse is a mistake, even if you don't play 4. I think you should probably play 4 Siege Rhino. I think Discovery Dispersal is mediocre. Questing Beast seems kind of bad to me. multiple Oath of Chaos seems kind of bad to me. Skyway Dispersal has been kind of good so far, I think. I could see being wrong about that one, especially if Soulflare is popular. You can't get it with Bring to Light, but having a couple outs to Soulflare, just naturally drawing them is kind of nice. Also, I think the deck probably needs at least one mana Confluence, especially if you're playing 26 lands and some cycling lands. I don't know. I think they're probably necessary evil. How does playing a 3-color card work out with in Niv deck? You can't hit it. You just play Siege Rhino because it's a really good magic card. This is the list Get Smart made top 8 was. You can follow him on Twitter. He's my podcast co-host. He's one of the 2 people I do the podcast with. I didn't get to play, I just Munson it. I just didn't know it started that early. I missed it by 20 minutes. I was a bit upset. So instead, we just binge watched the 2nd season of You. Very productive day. Another black-green deck? Or mirror match? Yeah, I guess I'll just play Forced. What was Raph saying about a tune? He just said he played the tune version. I'm not sure. I asked him. I can't remember if he answered or not. Not sure if he meant the energy-based one, which makes very little sense to me. Ooh, Soulflare. Cool. I haven't played against that deck recently. Hi, Gabriel. I'm not very familiar with the whole new player tour system. Will you be in Brussels? I will. So the way it works for me, since I'm in the MPL, is that I compete against other members of the MPL during the year. There's 24 of us. Bottom 4 get relegated. I don't know if they've announced that yet. Anyways. Basically, I try to earn points this year and I compete against other members that are doing the same thing, other MPL members. So if I want to stay in the MPL, I have to do well relatively to the other MPL members, and I'm invited to the regional Peers Tour, I'm invited to the Finals Tour, and I'm invited to the Mythic Invitationals as well. I guess I'll just use a Brub Decay. I don't know, what does a Brub Decay do against them? Like, really not much, right? Might just use a Brub Decay and just kill it on my turn, or play Questing Beast. I think killing it might just be better. This way they don't have the outlet. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna work kind of like last year. So, but I'm not sure if they announced the number, but basically bottom X are being relegated, and then between like Y and Z, you're like playing a gauntlet against the MPL to try and stay in, that are just discarding it all to I didn't think they might do that. Okay, fair. So the season's divided in cycles for tabletop. You have 3 cycles this year. And for each cycle, you have PTQs that qualify you for the regional Players Tour. So if you win a PTQ or you top 8 a GP, you qualify for the regional Players Tour. And if you win a GP, you qualify directly to the Finals Tour as well. And then if you do well in the regional tour, you qualify for the final tour of that cycle. And yeah, so each cycle is PTQs, regional tour, final tour. Regional tour, there's 3 stops, one in each like major region, US, Europe, and Asia. What else? And then kind of counts, the points count, but kind of separately. There's the Arena Championships, which is for MPL players and people who qualify on Arena, and for, I think there's going to be free as well. And then for each Mythic Championship, there's 2 weekends, two online PTQs basically. All right, I think I'm dead on board here. They kind of nutted me. Why do they keep changing the system every year and making it more convoluted? I don't think the system this year is actually convoluted. Like, when I say it like that, maybe it takes a while to explain, but it's pretty straightforward, honestly. Alright, that's in, obviously. That's in. Thought Erasure is in. And maybe Blood Baron. Maybe Solar Blaze. Maybe Ragdos Return. Prob Decay's pretty bad. Dreadbor's pretty bad. Oath of Chaos pretty bad. The Fairy might be okay, at least if it doesn't have hexproof. Dreadbore could be okay. Otterend seems bad. I think Verdict and Solar Blaze are probably just bad. Hostage Shaker seems okay. Talsimir seems bad. Alright, I'll do that. Record Police, that's true. What are we? 2-1? Or 1-1? I think it's 2-1. Crackling Doom. Yeah, I think Languish is probably better than Crackling Doom. Because they have a 5/4/6/5 troll. I think if I'm gonna have a dedicated card, I mean, Crackling Doom might be a better main deck card because it's easier to cast and more versatile. Languish is probably a better tutor target. Where's the Cloud Blazer? What? Why would you want to bring to light for Cloud Blazer when you can bring to light for Niv? Edict's effects are fine. I'm not sure you know what Crackling Doom does. It's not super easy for them to have another creature that has power 4 or more in play. I don't think it is anyways. Sounds kind of bad. It's clunky, doesn't have any of my hate cards. Probably they're gonna have Thoughtseize and Reclamation Sage after sideboard, so I don't want to go too nuts. I'm still good at Mulligan, I think. The hand's probably a bit better. Feels like it kind of does something at least. We're just gonna get rid of Questing Beast. Is Thought Distortion worth it? You can't tutor for it. I'm not sure. It's not a card that was on my radar. I just kind of copied a list for this league. Alright, they took the card that kind of did something. Get Smart's having PTSD of Thought Distortion. That's not how you lost your quarters matchup, right? Or did Mono Black Aggro have Thought Distortion? It was just against the Niv player in the Swiss, right? Did you not bring in Summary Dismissal in that matchup? Seems like a fine card. Seems like you just want as many counters as you can get your hand on. Might have to just play 2 Summary Dismissal just because of that card and for ramp if you don't want to play ramp. Doesn't matter too much. I already have double green. Could get double white maybe. Also, this version has more gold cards, less siege rhinos, but I don't feel like it's a major issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 20, 21, 22, 23. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 19, 21. So I have 2 less. But I don't think it's a big deal, honestly. Whether you hit like 1 card or 2 card or more, it usually doesn't matter. Even just hitting the 1. The one you're most likely to hit is Bring to Light anyways. I'm just gonna not risk it. They could just get extremely lucky. Not sure what's up with 4 Rest in Peace in the sideboard. I don't think anyone's playing the Dredge deck. It's mostly Soulflare and Phoenix, and you don't want 4 Rest in Peace against Phoenix. I don't think so. And in this matchup, I'd rather have like 3 Rest in Peace in the Languish or some kind of something a bit more versatile, I guess. I'm really struggling today. Casting my spells. Hello, Apex Stayers. The GG Thought Erasure. Scoop in response. Top 8 from the modern GP. Chris Kondreva, Simic Titan, Ian Barrel, Junt? What a hero. Evan Teachworth, Ben Urza, Marcus Long, Ben Urza, Oliver Tomashka, Timur Urza, Andrew Walbers, Timur Ponza, and then Brandon Cohen, Saltai Urza, and Tad McCarrick, Ketis combo. Is that someone who hangs out in Canister's Discord? Do you know, Adam, do you know? Let's see what Timur Urza is. So has Blood Moon, no Stone Rain. Does have 4 Oko, 4 Elves, 4 Oko, 2 Birds, 4 Sprawl, 2 Bloodbraid Elf, 3 Bone Crusher, 1 Questing Beast, 4 Card. Sweet. What about Junt? Any spice? I can't imagine why you would play Junt against a bunch of Oko decks, but congrats to them. Quite an accomplishment, honestly. Hand's not great, but turn 2 Thought Erasure, I've got a Cycle land. Thought Erasure is probably one of the best cards against them. And the mana to cast it on turn 2, obviously, that's a big deal. Did they really keep that hand? That's their keep? Did they mulligan? Seems like pretty horrendous keep, but... So I'm cycling and they're spending their mana. Probably yards. Kind of close. I don't love the Questing Beast plan against someone playing Siege Rhino, but could just be me. And you have 2, so like the 1, like I can even take like 3 or 4 hits and it not matter too much, honestly. Yeah, not a fan. Maybe you just keep these hands. I mean, you kind of need like one Gather the Pack or one Crazy Salvage and you can be good to go. Just turn, I guess turn 2, it's kind of like my deck. Turn 2 carried it and you have a turn free play and yeah. Alright, I could see the keep. I might mulligan a bit more aggressively. Also, it's a hand that's good against Rest in Peace. If I just like kind of keep kind of a reactive hand. I'm still like not super convinced, but I guess I don't hate it. Let's cast Siege Rhino first. Speaking of QB, I don't really care that much, but so Niners, that was favorite, and then Titans upset Baltimore, right? Are the Titans just the nuts and they just played poorly for the first half of the season, but they have like an insane running back and an insane quarterback? What, Texans were up 24-0? That's got to be like one of the biggest comeback in the history of the game, right? I know the Bills, like, I think the Bills when the 90s Bills, I think made like maybe one of the biggest comeback in the history of the playoffs. Biggest point deficit. Play Hostage Shaker first on Clay. Patriots in the Super Bowl is the biggest comeback in the history of the... The 1993 Bills overcome 32 points deficit to beat the Houston Oilers. Look at that, me and my knowledge of 90s NFL. No big deal. Steve Christie. Nice. And I just happened. Did I block? I don't even remember clicking block. Oh, they played it as flash and blocked was it? Okay, okay. I got so confused. Did I time walk myself? Did I not play my land? I just didn't play my land, right? I was just too focused bragging about my too busy bragging about my knowledge of the internet. No team has ever been done 14-0 in the first quarter and won in playoffs. The Chiefs were down 21-0. Why are we playing cycling lands? I just copied a list to try some stuff. I don't feel like I'm learning that much, honestly. Am I watching the Dota finals? Nah, I have no interest. I watched one game this week. I watched one series this week, the NIP versus whatever, the loser bracket NIP, the elimination match where NIP got 2-0'd, and then I didn't watch anything. I don't have any interests really in Dota right now. Who's winning? Who's in the finals? I thought it was RNG in the finals. Nullhide Ferox. Not sure how much I care about the Nullhide Ferox. Alright, let's think about the game for a second. So if they draw Soul Flavor, they can have a double strike, vigilance, haste, blah blah blah. So it won't have trample. So I can just chump it or block it. It'll be 4/4, double strike. Alright, so trades was a Nev. That's gonna cast Nev. Won't trade you to double strike death touch. Oh yeah, good point. Alright, I'll have to take 8 damage. Yeah, I don't know, I deleted Dota like 3 or 4 months ago now and haven't missed it too much. And I've felt way less like, I don't even know like much about the map and stuff anymore. It's the new items, so it's not as fun to watch the games either. Is Dota like a drug? Yeah, Dota's pretty addictive. It's like a ton of instant self-gratification, you know? Which is probably not a good thing. I'm not even sure what they got. They got another troll, so they have a troll +1 in hand. So they can't kill me with 1 hit of Soul Flare, right? I'll just play Carroted. I think it's better to get more mana. I don't really care about playing that troll right. I kind of want to go on the Dota Reddit and just type about my experience deleting the game and probably being happier since and just better life. I'm sure a lot of people are kind of in the same case. But I never really posted there. Probably wouldn't get much traction anyways. Probably would just get hated on or something. Should I play Blood Baron first or a Nev first? Maybe just Blood Baron. Seems good. Hey, Nintendo, yeah, we're just taking a look at the top 8 of GP Austin, actually. Oh. What can I bring to light for that's like pretty relevant here? Like other end maybe? Discovery Dispersal? No, that doesn't work. And I boarded out other. Alright, I'll just use a consume, I guess. I won't be too stingy. Should be okay. Either way, I get in was Blood Baron, whether to sacrifice Troll or Ronas. Looks like they're trying to keep their Ronas in play, but they can't block with it anyway. Could just stack with Hostage Taker too. I can just play a Bring to that at instant speed. You think this deck is competitive? Yeah, this deck's good. Have I read Mental Mana? I've gone through like I started the course and then I stopped. I started the course before the vacation and I haven't really kept going. I'm not sure why. I haven't been listening to a ton of stuff lately, like either podcast or anything really. Just been kind of lazy about. Deck requires a good palette. I don't think this deck is super hard to play. It's like mulligan decisions maybe are kind of tough sometimes. Two answers to Soul Flare. Soul Flare matchup seems so good after sideboards. Like, You gotta be a massive favorite after sideboard. You have so many good answers. I don't think land sequencing is that tricky because you don't have that many land. I mean, it's usually pretty straightforward depending on. I mean, sometimes you have a tricky spot and you kind of have to guess, like educated guess. Alright, so we lost to red black mid range, kind of got like flood and screw. Then we beat banned hexproof. And we just beat Soul Flare, and then we beat Jaunt. Oh no, we beat Black Green. So all pretty good matchups, I think. We didn't play against Blue White Control, which is probably kind of tough. Mono Green Ramp, I've only played twice against. That matchup seems like it could be tough. And Soul Artifact can be a bit tough. Do I like Niv versus Blue White? I don't know. I haven't played that matchup much. I really wish I'd streamed the Pioneer Challenge this afternoon. I was shocked. No one was on. What was Canister up to? There's pretty much no one streaming the Pioneer Challenge. Not even like smaller streamers. I'm gonna keep. I'm on the draw, right? Alright, I'm on the draw. Get rid of Questing Beast and. Oh man, I'm not sure if I should get rid of Teferi or Bring to Light. What do you think, chat? Teferi or Bring? Yeah, I didn't care for GP Austin. I don't watch a ton of GP coverage, honestly, unless the format's super relevant or my friends are doing really well. Not a big coverage person, and obviously having Old Modern when it's the worst format, that's kind of unlucky. I feel like Magic got a few, like, keep catching kind of bad breaks and stuff with formats, like... I mean, you got to plan these things in advance. You guys want me to keep the fairy? I think it's close. You technically can't watch much GP coverage. That's actually not true. I played very few GPs. There was a stretch of like almost 10 years where I played 1 or 2 GPs a year only. And only because like usually it was Paris GP or like 2 hours train ride GP in New York. I didn't see what they got. They got the Soul Flare. They didn't take the Ziptalpa. They just kind of bricked, I guess. The only do Ziptalpa I can get rid of it was Other End, but I need to draw land. I guess it's not haste, right? Still probably need to draw land. Or I can even just bounce it. So I'm gonna take 9. Play carrot it, take at least 8. Alright, I'm dead. It's not a big deal though. We lost game 1, which is kind of the game where we're not a favorite anyways. So it's not a big deal if we lose this game. It's good to know that I'm playing Dispark over Other End, and if this was a Dispark, I actually had... It's kind of nice to not have a dead card, you know. I could see you wanting to Other End a Scrap Reed Scrounger at some point, something like that, but... So we said these cards, the Blood Baron, and then I boarded out some of my more expensive removal. Verdict is awkward. Oh no, Onward Ego is probably okay. Brav Decay is bad. What else did I board out? call against command. Did I board that Tolsimir last? Wait, why do I want to keep both of Kaya and this? Questing Beast Troll. Solder Blaze might be okay. And I have 2 Consume Consecrate. I think I have to keep. Big cantrip too. Let's see what the Ducatus list looks like. Only 2 Teferi, 4 Emery, 4 Free on Earth. I think the list I was playing, the Adam list, only had 2 Goose. I think it had more Teferi, less Goose. Had a Second Hope, and only 2 on Earth. Sideboard's pretty similar. I have a lot of cards I can draw. I have 26 lands, 4 Caratids, and I think my hand it does stuff. Should be okay. I can just consume one of the better 2 Zetalpa and 1 Caridid. Gonna get rid of Caridid so that my Teferi is potentially an out. I could also just get rid of both Zetalpa. Kind of close, actually. I think this is fine. Yeah, maybe getting rid of both Zetalpa was... I like to keep 1 in hand though, that was my reasoning. I just want to have 1. But I guess if they play a Soul Flare that doesn't have Hexproof, I'll just cycle my other Consecrate. Because I have Nif to get rid of it, was if I draw white mana. Cycling. Got there. If I didn't have Teferi in hand, I wouldn't do that. I would just hope to draw planes in my next couple draw steps. I could just use other end. Probably better to use Teferi. It's close though. It's really close actually. What do you think, chat? Because if I bounce it, they might just Where if I bounce it, they only need to like fill up their graveyard, whereas other end is... Let's do the other end. No reason not to. I like bounce it because they might have another one. Beretta, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. It's been a little while, Beretta. Hope everything's been good. All right, let's see. Just see Trino, I guess, because I have nothing better to do. Really. Is there hexproof? They have hexproof. Hexproof, Visions, Death Touch, Haste. It's not too scary. That's kind of scary. Not in super great shape. I'll attack and I'll just... probably have a ton of creatures. Yeah, they're just going to discard it all. And I can either bounce it or finish it off with cut. Probably should just bounce it. Just because I need to draw something. Or else I'm just going to die. Oh, okay. Well, still making the same play. So now they have it all: Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Double Strike. They have the free turn clock. Alright, well at least my other end plays seem to have become... Oh, looks like they found another soul player. We have outs. I think I'm still in decent shape. I have to figure out if it's better for me to play Blood Baron kind of race, or if I want to play Niv to try and find an answer to Soul Flare. Kind of my dilemma here. Or, you know, I could just top deck Dispersal. That works too. That's cool, chat. I accept. They can kind of rebuy it. That's kind of... Dispersal is actually not that great of an answer against them. That cast. Oh, this might be very unfortunate. I guess I could cut. Or I could Niv. Maybe I just Niv now. I just bring to light for Niv so I don't lose my Teferi. Teferi's not doing much, but... So I either Dispersal, go down to 11. They're attacking questing... Oh, they're not attacking me. That's kind of nice. So now it makes bouncing Soul Flare a bit better. But they're still going to replay. They said, I don't know how my cards work, don't mind me. Yeah, I'm not too sure what I'm supposed to... I'm just gonna cast Dispersal, I guess. It saves me 8 damage, but it doesn't really like solve the problem. Right. Wait, what outs do I even have? Because I've already played my 2 consumes. I only have 2, right? That's not the list. I have 2 consumes, so I need to keep bouncing it. Like over and over again. Anyways, all right. I could just take it too. Maybe I'll do that. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out. I need to find a rest in peace, but I can't really find a rest in peace. I just have to get lucky. I kind of need to get rid of that questing beast. Alright, I guess I'll just cast this first. You can't bring to light for enchantments. Bring to light only tutors creatures, instants, and sorceries. So you can't get Planeswalker either. So now I can cut. Can bring to light for Niv, or I can cut plus. I guess I have to bring to light for blue, black, red. I think I'm gonna lose this game. I don't know how I... Oh, Unmoored Ego. Forgot that was a card. Did anyone catch that? Did anyone call it and I missed it? Oh, chat, why? Maybe they'll be like... I mean, they can't even, like, pretend, like... Because they would draw 2 cards. Looks like I don't know how my cards work either. Dude. Listen. Stuff just happened. As one of the wiser men of our time said.
I know I'm gonna get got. But I'm gonna get mine more than I get got though. I know.
Unmoored ego for unmoored. And that was not the play. Alright. Enjoy the free win, buddy. Wow, that was unreal. Ooh, that was